Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Dear students, I am your teacher, Rashid Jillani. I welcome all the students of Multan Public School and College of class second year in their online classes for the subject of English. Dear students, today you will learn the next topic, which is using the scientific method. As you know, we are studying these days our English book 2, which is of modern English prose. Dear students, the essay under discussion is written by Darrell Bernard and Lon Edward. Both the writers, in collaboration of each other, wrote many books on science and scientific methods. Their main objective to work for the students, especially the students of high school, they want to create in them the interest for science and ultimately they should be able to think scientifically in a way they can play their part in the progress of science, especially for the service of humanity. Dear students, both the writers, they believe in the practical application of scientific knowledge for the benefit of humanity. They agreed the science and its creations should be used for the benefit of humanity. Dear students, from this essay, the use of scientific method, we come to know that the scientific method, if we apply them practically in our lives, enable us to improve our lives so that we may be able to develop this glorious world a better place for its all the inhabitants, especially for our fellow beings. Dear students, there was a time when man had no shelter and no skills for forming and growing healthy food for him. He remained under threat of many contagious and seasonal diseases. Dear students, the span of life had been extremely short and there was no proper arrangement to heal up the injuries and sufferings of the ailing humanity. Certainly, this picture of the past shows us the condition of the man against the merciless forces of nature, and these forces, we find them always running after the life of the human beings. Dear students, as we come to know that everything is created in this world, it is meaningful and has some purpose. Nothing is superfluous or self-evident. Everything has a strong, solid reason of its existence. Behind every happening, there is always a strong, solid reason and a truth. As a human being, We must try to find out the truth behind every happening. Dear students, as you know, we are now in the modern world. It is the world of enlightenment, a world of better understanding, a world of progress. And our main aim as a human being should be to make it a very safe, comfortable, and better place to live for the people and for the generations to come. Dear students, science basically develops an attitude of open-mindedness. We begin to understand about the happenings around us in a better way with better understanding. Dear students, ideas must be supported by facts because there is always a good natural reason for everything that happens to the people. Likewise, we can see our habits have been changed altogether. We, the modern people, are not the same as once our ancestors were. Science has changed our attitude and behavior. We begin to understand the things in a better way than our ancestors. We don't believe in the stories of astrologers and fortune tellers. We are now open-minded. We can understand the things better than the others. We do not follow the ideas blindly. Dear students, this is the light of reason, and especially I would like to say here, the science invites us to feast our wisdom with novelty of ideas and with better understanding of the creation of Almighty Allah. Dear students, let us discuss the main aspects of the essay using the scientific method one by one. These aspects are about the maintenance of health, the production and preservation of foods, the construction of houses, improvement in communication and transportation, change in our ways of thinking. Dear students, by using the scientific method, we have had better control of disease these days. It was not the same some 200 years ago. Dear students, 7 out of 8 babies died at the age of their infancy before they reach their first birthday. It means the death rate amongst the newborn babies was very high. Dear students, the children at the age of 12 might suffer from measles, whooping cough, scarlet fever, and diphtheria. Dear students, their battle for life was not over even after the age of 12. They had always been at risk of suffering from smallpox, diphtheria, and typhoid fever. Dear students, as you know, today babies are born in hospitals. Young people are treated to protect them against smallpox, diphtheria, and typhoid fever. The expected lifespan has been enhanced to 70 years. It means 30 valuable years have been added to the expected length of life. Dear students, there was a time when life was most uncertain. A person who lived to be more than 30 years of age was indeed considered one of the fortunates. Dear students, it was difficult to imagine the sanitary conditions in the past. There was no proper drainage system. Outdoor toilets were quite common and usually set up near the wells of drinking water. The environment was extremely unhygienic and unhealthy. Dear students, you can make a comparison. The sanitary conditions today have improved a lot by the use of scientific method. Dear students, our streets are well paved and clean. There is a proper drainage system of getting rid of filthy water, other refuges and waste materials through sealed pipelines. Dear students, as you know, the unsanitary conditions cause the spread of diseases like typhoid fever, cholera, and dysentery. Dear students, a century ago, it was a common practice in many cities of the world to bring water by the bucketful for household use. It was used very sparingly for bathing and cleaning purpose. Dear students, we should have never been able to provide our cities and towns with the supply of clean, fresh and healthy water because of very rapid increase in their size and population. Dear students, but we made it possible by using scientific method. Water is carried through pipelines and aqueduct, means a big water reservoirs, even from the water sources hundreds of kilometers away from the main cities and towns. Dear students, as an example, the writer also gives us the example of Los Angeles. Los Angeles also solved the problems of water in the same way. Dear students, we have the availability of food around the year. It was not possible in the past. The people were bound to eat the same kinds of food only grown in their growing season. But today, we have variety of food which is not locally produced. The food imported from even other continents of the world. Therefore, we have variety of seafood which once was available near the coastal areas. Dear students, today we enjoy more food and different kinds of food which we obtain from other parts of the world. In the past, people usually preserve food by pickling, salting and drying, but today, by the use of scientific method, we can preserve food by quick freeze method. Dear students, the discoveries of new materials, modern architecture, latest techniques, and the scientific inventions have revolutionized the construction sector all over the world. We have today safe and comfortable homes with modern living facilities and all the amenities of life. Dear students, in the past, the means of transportation were very slow and unreliable. People used mostly animal carts for the transportation of their goods. Dear students, but today we have the facility of high-speed vehicles, aeroplanes and ships. The distances are squeezed. The remarkable invention of internet has changed the whole world into a global village. We can trace and contact a person living on the other corner of the world in fraction of second. Dear students, the scientific approach has changed our ways of thinking. We are wise and well-informed people today. There is no place for those who once forced the people to have their beliefs in black magic and superstitious ideas such as broken mirrors, number 13, and black cats. Dear students, we are now open-minded and free from all types of fears. Dear students, here are some very important short questions for your examination point of view from this essay using the scientific method. Dear students, you can also take help from your helping book for the preparation of your words and synonym and even for the stuff required for the answer of these questions. Dear students, you must keep it in your mind. Reading the text, it's very important. It is not possible through these kind of online lectures. We can read text line by line, but I advise you, please carry on your reading and you must read out your lessons time and again. You must try to learn the meanings of the difficult words and then you can take help from this online lecture because I try my level best to cover almost all the aspects discussed in the essay by the writer. Dear students, my lecture will help you to improve your level of intellect and understanding. Please keep on listening this lesson time and again. That's all from my side. I thank you all for your patient hearing. Stay home and stay safe. God bless you all. Thank you very much.